Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're highly welcome. My name is Kamatu, but you can call me Kamatu P. Guys, I know I look different today. That is because I'm sick and I'm just bored. I decided to do a video, but if you guys are hearing me a bit low, it's because of I'm under the weather and I'm not really feeling well, and this idea just came up and I decided to do a video. I don't know if it will help someone out there. I didn't even look at the mirror today. Like I just did a bit of makeup and then I just decided to come here and then pass the message. Don't mind the way I look a bit tired and sick. Okay, if you are new here, you're highly welcome. My name is Ramato. Like I mentioned, I do lifestyle content, I do hair content, and I also inspire people that are finding it difficult in any situation they find themselves. And also I also give tips, relocation tips here in Germany. And also I vlog my life and do my hair for you guys, natural hair content and everything beauty also sometimes will come up. So today I'm also here to inspire you guys. Okay, so it's a topic that most people don't give attention to, or people are finding it as a taboo topic for us in the black community. Most people that are coming from Africa, to be precise, they shy away from this topic, and I decided to just chat a bit with you guys, heart to heart. I know most people can relate to what I'm going to say, but people don't like talking about it, and people are just scared to express their feelings about this topic, especially for those of us that are living in the diaspora. And people like our skin color, they find it that so many people will not understand what they are going through, so they decided to keep it to themselves. And me, I just decided to talk about it because, like, why not? Okay, so it's depression. Yeah, I said it is depression. So many of us are depressed, like so many of us get into it sometimes. It's not like a permanent stuff, but most of the immigrants I've come across here, or people that I've seen, including me, sometimes get into depression or sadness. Let me civilize it, sadness sometimes, and we don't get the help we are supposed to have normally. Let me give you the definition that I found on Google. What's the meaning of depression? Okay, into what I got, depression is a common, I got it from Google, you guys. Depression, major deprived disorder in bracket, is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think and act. Okay, so that's the definition I find on Google. Okay, I think this definition says it all. Okay, it defines the way you act, the way you feel. It's very popular and common, but most people, am I on focus? So most people don't give light on it. Like people like us, we don't talk about it. When I was growing up, I've never had the word depression. It's when I came here, to be honest, when I relocated here as an immigrant. Okay, I started feeling some kind of way. I'm like, why am I feeling this way? I don't used to feel like this ever since when I was in my country. Ever since I relocated in, I could not understand the feeling that I was feeling. That is it depression? What's the feeling? It took me some time to understand and know what I was actually feeling and why I was acting. And I don't know why I was acting that way. It took me some time, like I mentioned, for me to realize and understand why I was feeling a certain way. And now, after 2 or 3 years, I learned so many things on the way, and I now understand or realize what was happening with me at that time when I gave birth, and me adapting to the new culture and everything. I'm not going to say here that I was in serious depression, but I was kind of a bit in that scenario in the beginning when I came here earlier, and it has played a very big role in my life and in my whole life living here at this moment. It play a big role. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, because I'm the type of person that I say things as they are. That's why sometimes people that don't know me misunderstand me. Yeah, as it, like, you know, let me just give you some of the symptoms if you guys don't know. I was to know if someone is depressed or is about to be depressed. Okay, number one, if you are no longer happy doing what you normally do, like if you normally like to listen to music, like if you normally like to cook, like your thing is to cook every weekend, or if you are the cleaning type, you like cleaning your house, like you like doing your skincare routine, you like going out window shopping or just shopping or doing your makeup every morning you wake up, and you now realize that you no longer have the likeness in doing that, like for the whole week you no longer like washing, like you used to wash like 2 times a day. You now realize that for 3 days now you did not wash your body, and you are not using deodorant. You are like, I don't feel like, you are not in the mood, like things that normally make you laugh or happy or just boost you up, you are no longer taking it or seeing it as funny as it used to be in the beginning, and you get sad easily. Like if you used to read and you are no longer able to focus, like when you are reading you are no longer concentrating or understanding what you are actually reading, you are not having the vibe you normally have whenever you used to read. That's how depression starts. Okay, you lost concentration easily, you lost focus, you lost appetite, you lost sleep. Okay, you just love the mood, like you are no longer motivated to do what you used to do. Okay, so that's the symptoms and sign that you are actually getting depressed. Yeah, I'm actually talking to you guys out of experience. These things have happened to me, and I want to honestly inspire or motivate you guys to be aware that it can happen to anyone, and everyone can relate to what I'm saying. It gets to a point in my life, yeah, when I came here newly, I was actually homesick. For me in the beginning, yeah, I was homesick, leaving my land and family. Everything happened in my life within 1 year. There was a drastic change in my life, leaving my country, coming here, entering into motherhood, different language, different culture, with someone that was quite new into my life. I didn't know my partner back then, and everything was so new, and me transforming my life and adopting the new life and system I've gotten into was so shocking and frustrating to me at that particular time. I could not understand, I could not grab things. I don't know how to put it to you guys. So I started pulling my frustration on myself, like crying, hating myself for certain reason, being demotivated, just being annoying, and no one could understand me at that particular time. Yeah, the person I wanted to boost me up or inspire me, like normally when I'm finding myself in a very difficult, when I find myself in a very difficult situation, my mom always got my back then. When I was back home, she would be my biggest motivator. Like she would be the one that will boost me up, that will tell me the reason why I have to do certain stuff. But at that time I was in the position that I could not have anyone to boost me up. Instead I was having the opposite, people that would even make me feel low and play with my mental you know, if I was having a low esteem, I was not understanding what was going on, and I was so stressed out. I think I was going into depression in the beginning. This is actually the first time I'm actually talking about certain stuff to you guys, and I feel like I'm in a safe space to share my experience with you guys. So if anyone is finding themselves in this position, I think you should you should immediately be conscious and find yourself with people that can boost you up, not really people that can actually mess yourself up for you to fall into the wrong hands and make certain bad decisions that you'll be forever regret in your life. Okay, so that's actually the symptoms and sign of depression. And for us as foreigners and people like us, you know what I mean, chocolate, and we don't have the exact things and facility here in Germany, like if you can go for therapy or talk with someone that can really understand your cultural background or know where you are coming from, or even communicate with someone you don't understand their language, you don't actually speak to them, they cannot understand where you are coming from. So I think it's very, very difficult to get the help you need when you are in a certain place, in a dark place in your life. I also thank God that when I found myself in certain situation, I am not thinking of being hurtful to others, because some people, because of depression, they can even be I don't know where I was, sorry, my camera went off. So like I was saying, yeah, you don't feel like doing certain stuff you're supposed to do. And as foreigners here, the cultural shock plus everything we are going through here, the paperwork. And before going further, I just want you to know that if you're a foreigner living in the diaspora, you're not a loser. You did your best. You left your country, coming to a whole new world where you don't know anyone. You try to adapt. You learn the language. If you're in a country where you're supposed to learn the language, you went to the place and you adapt to their culture. You are working your ass out to blend in, to provide for your family. You are not a loser, even though sometimes you find a work where your boss is a bit crazy to you. The respect here you are getting and from where you are from is quite different. Their tradition, the way they talk to you, you feel like you are nothing, you are something right there. It's just a matter of time. Do your best. Always try to be happy and try to be yourself and make yourself happy in your own little way. I know it's not easy, you guys. I can relate to you. I can really relate to you guys. I know what I'm talking about. That's why I decided to do this video. You are not a loser. Please be happy. Try in your own little way to make yourself happy. I know you have sleepless nights, you have anxiety, you feel like you want to give up, but please don't give up. Just look back where you are coming from. That's the far place. The far place you are coming from. The one that is left is not much. Please, you don't know when it's going to be your time, like it's tomorrow. If you give up now, you don't know what is your tomorrow will be. Please don't give up. Just continue pushing. Okay, it's a matter of time. Time flies so easily. So like I found myself in that position that I don't know if me taking a legal advice or a professional advice, going for therapy or something, if I'm going to the place, talking to someone that is a professional that will understand what I'm going through, like will understand where I'm coming from, my background, like even if I want to express my feeling in another person's language, how could I communicate with the person? I'm like, should I see a professional? I've never went to a therapy before in my life, okay? And I'm like, who should I talk to? As Africans, we always say pray. Our motivation is that, our own therapy is that you should not depress. You are not expected to be depressed. You are expected to focus on God. God will do everything possible for you to be okay. But sometimes as human beings, we need someone to talk to that will not judge you, that will just listen and try to help you and give you the most honest advice, not someone that will come into your life and lie to you and deceive you or influence you on the wrong direction for you to take certain decision, and at the end of the day you'll be miserable, and at the end of the day they will be the one that will be laughing at you and mocking you for you when you took the wrong advice from them, after you took the wrong advice from them. So you have to be careful to who you explain things to. I know in certain situations you actually don't know what to do. You just have to say things. Like me, I don't like keeping things in my mind. I love talking, but I'm at the age that I am now quiet enough to observe people around me and know when and how to say things. I know when you're in a certain situation, when you're in a dark place, like you feel like no one is there to help you, please go online. There are so many things that can inspire you. There are so many apps that are just there to inspire you. I have this app, I'll leave it on the screen. It's called something like for inspiration. Every morning, if you go there, every time you go there, you have positive messages. You can go on Instagram. I know sometimes people even get depression and anxiety from online because you are seeing your colleagues doing well. You left them back home, they have graduated, they are doing so well, and you are here, they are expecting you that everything should be perfect here because you are in the overseas and your life is just as the same. Guys, I changed my mute. I changed my cap because this is actually the right cap, the exact cap I was wearing the whole of today. I wonder why I chose this yellow one. Like, I'm so obsessed with this yellow one. Anyways, some people can even get into depression or even be suicidal to others out of their own depression. Okay, and if you are saying that, oh, they are back in Africa, they are doing better than the way I'm doing, they have had their degrees, I'm here with no degrees. Maybe you left your studies halfway through and you moved in or relocated here, or you feel like back home you cannot work in the supermarket, but here you are doing cleaning and supermarket job. But remember, the payment they are giving you is more than even what the ministers back home are receiving. So I don't think you should be depressed just because, or be sad because of the standard of living. My dear, your standard of living is very, very okay. It's so good. I think you should always remember where you are coming from. That's actually one of my inspiration whenever I go into some type of sadness at the place I'm actually at. Like, sometimes I'm like, hey, all of my friends back home have had their masters and degrees, and I'm here. I left everything, become a mom in another man's country, and I rushed into marriage at my early 20s. What am I even doing with my life? I'm heading into my 30s. What have I achieved? Have I had my masters? But I'm like, okay, I'm actually working, and the money they are paying me can pay my house rent, take care of some family stuff. It's not much, but if I was at home by now, I don't think I would have gotten the job or even things that I'm able to do now. Like, I would have not done them when I was back home, seeing the situation back home. I'm not saying the life there is so bad, just that I normally compare things. I'm like, I think God knows what he was doing. He decided to design my life the way I deserve. Like, sometimes, to be honest, I can really go into a dark place in my life, because sometimes when work will stress me up and paperwork here will stress me up, like, I'll just be sitting down crying, to be honest. And then when I remember how poor I am actually, my family members, like, my family is, like, how poor my family is, I'm like, now let's talk about the ways and how we can help ourselves to deal with the depression. Like, how to deal with depression. Okay, number one way you can actually help yourself is by, like I said, reflecting on your past and your present and where you want yourself to be. What normally makes you happy and now you no longer find it very interesting. I think you should just give yourself some time. Do not pressure yourself, like, why am I in this situation now? Why am I this? Why am I that? Like, I think you should just relax, listen to music. That's what has been helping me. Like, TikTok is number one social media that is helping me with my sadness, because whenever I'm here, I don't have much friends. I now have friends, okay, but most of them are working. The other one has a baby, and we don't normally meet like that. Like, we don't see each other often because we are busy. And the best thing you can do, go outside. Here in Germany, they don't joke with spazieren gehen. Go outside, go to the nature, just sit in the Spielplatz, reflect. I know now it's so cold, the weather, and whenever the sun is outside, please go outside, take a fresh air. And even if you can sit at your balcony, sit outside, just watch the environment, how people are walking, just keep yourself busy. If you used to clean, continue cleaning, my dear. Fake it till you make it. Continue cleaning. If someone that is making you depressed, face your problem. The first way to solve your problem is to face it. Don't run away from your problem. Find a way to face your problem and then find a way to solve it. Okay, if you keep on running, it will never solve. So if you used to clean and it stopped, please try to get up and first take your bath. And if you used to dress your bed before doing anything, just dress your bed, spread it, and then go and take your shower, do your deodorant. If it's makeup you like doing makeup, do your makeup, and just sit at home without even going outside. Sit at home, take a picture of yourself, like be a slay queen. Just you and your phone, just take your phone, look at your pictures, record yourself, say positive affirmation every morning. I am beautiful, I'm blessed, I am God gift, God loves me, I love myself, I have achieved a lot, I am proud of myself. Say it every day to yourself. I will insert the app on this video for you guys to see normally what I watch. Read the Bible every day and talk to your friends back home. Laugh about your old days, talk about funny things that make you happy normally back then. Just ask about people. Continue to care about people and talk to your family members, those people you trust. Explain to them what you are going through. Maybe you can receive a very relevant advice. Just your mom and your family members. I'm not talking about friends that are jealous of you, okay? They might mislead you. And then just write things down, things that you want, your vision board, and just laugh unnecessarily. If you start laughing unnecessarily, you don't know how things will get funny, and you'll be laughing like seriously, like you'll be happy. That's what I normally do. Like, I'm actually telling you guys from my own experience. Like my son, whenever I'm sad, yeah, I will be here. Recently I've been down under the weather, he will be coming and starting to chat with me, and I'm like, what did you say? Because I cannot understand everything what he says. Man, it's just a toddler here, and you'll be talking to me anyhow. I'm like, do you know you are talking to? Like, all of a sudden I'll start being happy and just being joyful. So that's the thing I think you should be doing. Just find a way to distract yourself a bit, because it's not easy for us to be here. People back home cannot understand your situation, and people here also cannot understand where you are coming from. So I think the only person that can help you is you. By accepting yourself first, you can accept yourself first, that it's okay to be like this. Accept it that it's okay for me to be at this situation. I have achieved a lot and I deserve more. Okay, it is okay. That's what you should first accept. Okay, I hope I've said everything on this video, but if I forgot anything, I'll make a part 2 as usual and continue from the next. But I hope you guys learned 1 or 2 things from this video. Thank you so much for staying out with me throughout this video. I hope my voice was not annoying to you guys, because I'm under the weather. Till next time, peace, love, kindness. Drink your medicine, drink your water. Till next time, bye.